talk about another really in-demand profession at the moment, other than IT, is medical professionals, doctors, nurses, different care providers in the medical sphere. Obviously, they're in demand everywhere. They've had a really hard time dealing with this pandemic, and they've been heroes in a lot of ways. So what sort of visa programs exist to fill these medical roles in different countries? If someone is looking to relocate and they say they've been certified as a doctor or a nurse or another certification, what are their options and what are countries doing to attract these people?
You can say the medical professionals are one of the highest, have a shortage in different countries. And one of the way to satisfy that kind of shortage is using immigration. I'm always have a quote like, immigration is the solution, not the problem. I mean, many governments or countries that consider that open immigration, even for high-skilled worker, that could make problems from them, but actually it's the other way around. It could be a solution to many shortages that we have seen. Here in the UK, we have shortage not just in the medical profession, but other many professions, highly skilled and low skilled. So if we try to come up with a new immigration programs for the medical people, whatever they are, doctors, nurses, or even medical professions, that will help ease the shortage. What I can tell you that we have seen, even during the pandemic, with all the restrictions about the travel, there's for if we take, for example, the US have come up with, I'm not sure if this kind of visa still available, but it was started in April 2020, and this was only for people who can prove that they have a medical expertise ranging from nurse up to qualified doctor, and they can get a fast pace to visa to work in the US as a medical profession during the pandemic. We have never seen something like this, and it was come out of the blue, and even other countries was follow. In the UK, the visa rules for medicals during the pandemic was very relaxed. The kind of income and salary and remuneration package was much more increased, and even we have seen the government fund the relocation itself. Normally, if you are a medical doctor, for example, or experienced medical profession from India, from Pakistan, from Egypt, from the Middle East, and you have an opportunity to move to, for example, the UK or the US and Canada, we have seen that some governments or even some hospitals and medical job opportunities, they offer you to pay the whole relocation package. So they not just grant you a visa, but they fund you for at least 6 months so you can have a travel move, free travel process, including the housing, the moving of the family, paying upfront salaries. That was not there before. That kind of immediate need and shortage, and what I'm expecting that in the coming years, that kind of shortage, countries will try to offer different incentives and solutions to attract a professional, including the medical profession, from different countries. Before the pandemic, you have to not just prove that you are medically qualified, but you have to wait a certain time for training before getting into the workforce in different countries. Nowadays, this kind of requirements have been eliminated or or reduced to very few time. We have seen that this kind of programs will increase. Government will accept the idea, and even nationals will accept the idea that a doctor from a different countries, he have the experience, he can move it fast, and he can help ease with the shortage, and that will open the new opportunities for immigration. We are here at Visca, we're trying to address such mentality change of moving of professions between borders with ease and less restrictions and problems.
Yeah, and it sounds good that countries are sort of making this easier, and good that visa will be on top of that and be a place where professionals can go to find out how quickly they can get into a new country if that's a goal of theirs. So you mentioned that they're sort of reducing the restrictions, reducing the time to wait. Do you want to talk a little bit about any of the sort of requalification requirements that doctors might face when they change countries? Maybe you could speak to the UK specifically, or any other country you'd like. But how does the UK handle licenses and education certificates, specifically in the medical field?
But normally in the UK, you can say, I'll try to make it as simple as I can. There's 3 tiers of medical profession that would like to come to the work in the UK. For example, if you're coming from a EU country, you don't have to do a kind of requalification or any special status. You can actually just come to work. Your previous experience and your previous qualification will be recognized instantly if you have a job opportunity in the UK. And the tier 2 or tier 3 for that option 2 or option 3, in some other countries, the UK medical profession will accept not all your experience and qualifications, but you have to take a training in sometimes up to 6 months, or you have to re-qualify or take a test like a pass test, so you can be considered that you can work in the UK medical profession, and then you can join like GMC, that's kind of board for doctors in the UK. So you can have like a fast route. That's the second option. And these countries accepted, they have like similar level of medical education, and they've been approved by the UK government. The last option, or the least thing that actually your medical experience and qualification not be accepted at all, you have to start the process from the beginning. You have to join like a doctor syndicate, and then you have to requalify in a couple of years. But what we've seen the pandemic, that even that such restrictive requirement was being eased. They are not as harsh as before. It's a little bit relaxed, and even they can grant with foreign medical experience that you can come to the UK. You'll not be considered as a doctor, but you can consider as a medical profession. You can retrain yourself in the UK and gain the qualification until you reach the higher status that you're looking for. So that was not there before. That's kind of changes or the ideas that we're expecting before, and I'm seeing that many medical, especially foreign trained doctors, trying to cope on that such new opportunities.
Super. Well, that sounds promising, and I hope that the UK is able to attract sort of everyone it needs to deal with the current demand that's going on. And I hope that the demand diminishes and that we all become a sort of a little bit healthier world in the near future. But I'm glad that in these, it seems to me in these sort of complex immigration cases, the platform that Visa is creating is really the most helpful solution there can be. So if I don't need to know just whether I can get into a country. I need to know what I need to do in order to bring my spouse along, or I need to know if my qualification is adequate to get in and work in the field that I want to work. So thank you for opening our eyes to all of that. Is there anything else you'd like to share about Visa before we wrap up?
Yeah, if you have a couple of minutes and if you hop into
Sure.
visca.com, you can register yourself as a member. You will not just be able to use the platform and ask for services, but you can also have a free consultation up to 15 minutes with one of our team, qualified, experienced team. You can ask questions. If you have any questions, you can go to the form now and ask the question directly. We will not just try to answer the question, but also we can make next videos or a topic about that kind of question that you will have. And if you would like to contact us, you can use hello@visca.com. We're happy for any comments or suggestions, and we appreciate all the feedback that we received.